Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to United View. Welcome to the red carpet. Myself, Mr. James from the Muppeteers. Of course, Bradley's with us with his shades on. He's got his mojo back. We're going to be hearing from him. Owen is here. KG is on his way somewhere, somehow. Don't know where he is. He's going to be here. I don't know where he's going to be reporting from, but he's going to be here. There's a lot to talk about, man.
And Marcel. You forget Marcel.
He's going to enter in from
as
well.
Yep, the nether
round. He
doesn't
use clocks, so we'll see when he comes out.
Exactly. We don't know when he's really going to get here. Yeah. So, yeah, Marcel's on his way here. So we're going to have pretty much a full house very shortly. So those guys are on their way in. We ain't even heard from Marcel since Ruben got sacked. Like, I don't even, you know what I mean? I haven't really. I need to check in recovery. He has, because he was very sure on the process. But so much positivity, so much good vibes, so much good energy, so much things to talk about. But we are going to be starting by talking about the notice that was put on Nicholas Butt and Paul Scholes for their somewhat of apology to Lisandro Martinez. Paul Scholes teased something on his Instagram, which we already tore that to shreds, but they've now had their official say. And, well, let's just say I don't think it's good enough. Let's get straight into it, Owen, as the other guys are getting in there. What has Paul Scholes had to say? Yes, Marcel.
Yes, Mr. Marcel. Yes,
guys.
He's just in time for the disgraceness. Adam back in there. That is Paul Scholes and Nicky Butts. Now they have responded to Leacher responding to them and to Scholes responding to Leacher. Yes, we're getting a real back and forth with all of this. Their podcast has dropped today, and we can play the clip of what they've said as well as some additional quotes. Here with their response. And as you can imagine, they took full accountability, not for what they said.
We exchanged messages on Instagram quite some time ago.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, he weren't happy with something I said. I sent him my phone number. I've not heard anything from him.
Oh, first and foremost, he was brilliant on the day. Fair play to him. He's gone out and he's gone man-to-man against probably the best centre-forward in the world. And he was brilliant. It's tongue-in-cheek. It's fucking obvious that. Yeah. It's figure of speech.
Yeah, Man United, probably the biggest club in the world at some point, as we did as players, you are going to take some criticism. You've got to deal with that.
Can you imagine being 18-year-old kids and having someone as big and as massive as Alan Hansen saying what he said about us? I didn't want to go out of the house for fucking weeks.
When we got stick as players, you don't go answering back. Used it as fuel. I'm going to prove him wrong. Now, look, possibly we could have worded it better. I don't know. But again, as Nicky said, we're just having a laugh.
He was brilliant on a day. And well done. No one's more happy than me than a Man United fan.
Well, I think we have to take a bit of credit for Martinez's performance.
Hey, you are welcome, Martinez.
It's so funny, isn't it? Yes. Well, it continues on. Some of the quotes that weren't said in that clip. Like he said it was brilliant on the day, blah, blah, blah. He says, we'll come on here now and go, brilliant, well done. Everyone's done great, but that's what's expected of a Man United player on Derby Day. He also said, I just think when someone gets so upset about someone on a podcast saying something about him, to come out and start saying they can say what they want and come to my house, effing grow up, is what Nicky Butt said. He then also said, if you're going to get so emotional, about someone saying something about you and to come out and react like that, you shouldn't be at a big club.
But he insisted, Nicholas can piss off. I'm sorry.
Let me finish, Flex. I've got to get through a ball. Sorry. He insisted that there's no personal issue with us and Martinez, none, which I will just remember that. Remember that. Scholes says, the point that we were trying to make is that physically they are a mismatch. Now, look, we have worded it better, as he said. It doesn't sound brilliant when you watch it back, but we're just having a laugh about it. And if it was about you, then you'd probably be upset, but you've got to give him credit. He was brilliant on the day. He also, though, says, I haven't changed my opinion on him yet. I'm still not sure that you can win a league with him. He also went on to go and say that it wasn't personal, but kind of maybe was a little bit personal because of stuff that he said about in the past, saying that he lost respect about him as well with that. Nicky, but also says he's telling us to come knock on his house. I'm fucking 50 years of age. I'm not going to go. I'm not knocking on someone's house saying, can we have a chat? It's just ridiculous. And if you're going to get that precious, you better be shit hot every week. And then Nicky also goes on to share when he was at Newcastle, I got people knocking at my door when my kids were in the house, throwing things at my windows. I didn't go out crying. It's my job. I'm a professional footballer. I'm paid a lot of money to perform. When you don't do that, you take some shit.
Nah, They are pagans for this. They like Paul Scholes. All right, let's break this down. We're all gonna have a lot to say about this. Yeah,
Can we?
Paul Scholes is trying to do like he tried to.
I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
I can't hear you. Go on, yeah, I can hear you now. Go on, I'm back in.
So good. The show came us to a screeching halt. In case you couldn't hear. Good.
No, because he was talking, but I didn't know if anyone else could hear him. Sorry about that.
That's all right, bro. That's all right. Paul Scholes tried. He tried to keep on what Nicky Butt was on, but he's added in like, maybe I did say it a bit wrong. But, you know what I mean? You're still not really saying sorry, bro. Nicholas Butt, I'll get back to Scholes in a minute. Nicholas Butt, you're a disgrace, bro. You're a disgrace. You can piss off with that fake apology, with that fake, it's your job, with that fake, if you're going to get so emotional about someone saying something about you and come out and react like that, come out, KG's just gone, come out and react like what? What, put Haaland in your pocket? After you chat shit saying I'm going to get dunked on. Come out and react like what? Stop trying to paint this picture that Leacher has acted unprofessionally. He's done the most professional thing going. I'm not going to get mad about this. I'm going to fucking show it on the pitch. And he fucking made Haaland get stinker and hooked, bro. And then once you are good, then you can walk along the sidelines doing that and say, but even with the words, very clever, because he's entitled to defend himself when someone's coming for him, an ex-pro, and say, yeah, like they can say what they want, but like come to my yard and talk. Like, you know, I'm not saying Nicky Butt's acting like he's coming asking for a fight. It's just crazy. It's nasty. I don't get Flex. Work.
I don't get this response, which is basically when you because it wasn't even like an opinion thing. It was factually inaccurate what they were trying to suggest. Like Leach has always been sort of picked up and thrown around by Erling Haaland, which is not true. And you get called out on it, and then you get shown up about it as well. So you've been called out for that's bullshit. Then he's gone and proved you wrong on top of that. And the first response is, well played, but, don't get so sensitive. How can... Yeah. It's not getting sensitive.
And you better be good every week. You better be good every week.
Yeah.
I don't think they're getting either. It's not about Lissandro either. It's the fans, the listeners, the United fans. Everybody's unhappy with your commentary. It's not about Lissandro Martinez, even in his response to it. Everybody's pissed off about it. You guys are here, United legends, getting... and making personal comments about players' height and things like that. I mean, Paul Scholes is what, 5'6"?
Now they're just joking.
It's like
it's just a joke.
It's crazy. Like it's pissing everybody else off.
Always contrarian.
No, it's true. Like now all of a sudden it's just that we were just joking. Obviously it was tongue in cheek. No, it wasn't. Don't own the shit, bro. You've got the microphone. You've got weight with what you say. You're Paul Scholes. You're Nicky Butt. You man have won everything at this football club. You've got weight. So if you're going to come with the weight because your words mean something, own your words, bro. Own it. Don't come on some, I was only joking, bro. And then say, but you better be like that every week. Oh, and I'm still not sure on you. Fuck off. Nah,
it's the David Brent response, isn't it? It's the David Brent response. Literally, they've been called out on it and their response is, oh, you're hard. You just got no, you were wrong. Just go like, oh, fair play, prove me wrong. Like when the bit when they say, look, you did really well at the weekend, fair play, top class. You can end it there. You don't have to do that afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
You can stop there. You don't have to do that bit afterwards, but you have. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Wow, the floor's open. The floor's open, guys. Floor's open.
It's disgraceful. I think it's absolutely disgraceful. I think Scholes generally is quite a grumpy person, like a lot of his commentary on certain aspects of the game since he's been out of the game, he's just quite a grumpy person. He doesn't say anything, positive about anything. And he's short as well, like what I think everyone's been saying. He's short as well. From someone from a short man, you can't do that. That's against the rules, man. I'm short. You don't say that about
I'm not making commentary people. On people's height.
The short people got to stick together, you say, though.
We got to stick together, so even Nicky Butt is short. Nicky Butt is like... No, hold on, Owen. Nicky Butt is
Marcel,
like...
this Sheshko agenda is making a lot of sense now. Is it a height thing? Is that what it is?
No, it's not.
It's an underbelly height thing.
No, Owen, I like tall strikers. Tall strikers are right. We had Ibrahimovic. I loved him. you know, most of our strikers are back in the day. Ruud van Nistelrooy. That's not a problem. But as a short person, you do not go and disrespect another short person. That should be a rule. Okay, that is not a joke. I'm short. I'm not going to go around disrespecting other short people. And by the way, and then on top of that, Owen and everyone, Martinez has been playing well against Haaland for a little while. It's been a few games he's had against battles against Haaland, and he's had him in the pocket a couple times with the help of Luke Shaw at times. Because I remember Luke Shaw playing there and doing well as well in the left centre back position against City teams and that. But I don't get why he would be speaking like that. Like, he's just a grumpy small person that's gone and attacked another. It doesn't make no sense to me.
I never actually ever looked at it like that once. If I'm honest, that's crazy.
No, I'm not happy about that. I'm really not. There was nothing constructive about what he said in it. And on top of it, if you looked at Martinez's previous games, he's been playing well against Haaland. There's not been an issue. So I don't get why he would say any of that. You have, like what you said, Fleck, he has to own it. He really does have to own it. And it is only one game. So you can go down that avenue and say, listen, and I would even respect that if you said, listen, it has to be more than one performance here. But for me, it was embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. And I think there's a deeper kind of, because he's generally across the board, when you hear Scholes speak about the game, it's extremely grumpy. He's like, there's nothing happy that he says when he's commenting about football matches. So I wasn't really impressed with that at all.
Do you reckon that it's just the thing of being great? Do you reckon there's a thing of Scholes was so great, that he looks at everyone else as, you're never up to our level. You lot will never you'll never lace the boots of how great we were. He played with the likes of Vidic, Yap Stam. Like, he's played with some amazing players. So he just looks at these lot like, you're all frauds. Kind of some the way that we look at the team sometimes when we say, look, these guys can't wear a Man United kit. You know, it wasn't
about that, KG, though, was it? It wasn't about that. With what he said, he was basically just, well, the phrase was, oh, well, they'll pick up Leacher and throw him in the back of the net with the ball. So it wasn't even about like oh, you know, you're not good quality, or you guys don't win anything, or you guys are frauds. It was just taking pot shots, wasn't it? It was just taking pot shots. On top of that, about something that, like Marcel said, it's just not true. Yeah, that's why I kind of we should have done it better, because Nicky Butt can say it's not personal, but clearly between him and Leacher, Scholesy, there's resentment there, isn't there? You know what I mean? Because of them, you know, stuff in the past. Oh, maybe we can have a chat about it. The chat never happened. So
we saw something about that a few months ago, even.
Yeah, if he did just sort of come out and just sort of go, look, you know,
how's Roy Keane getting away with this as well?
That is what it is. But like someone said in the chat, Lisandro Martinez won a World Cup. You know what I mean? You can't, you know what I mean? You've got to have some level of respect there. Even if he didn't play for Man United, you go, well, fair play, he's won a World Cup. Something that none of those two did, by the way. You know, so there's got to be some little bit of respect, hasn't there? Surely.
I just think this is what's going to happen at this club with our ex-players, no matter what. And this is why you need the right person in there managing things, because there's that Michael Carrick and Roy
their
Keane
ex-teammate.
Apparently, Keane was supposed to have a conversation with Carrick on Sky, and Man United turned it down. You know,
yeah,
so
they said no.
Yeah, well, there's that going on, but you just need to have, like, this is it. This is what's going to happen at this club, and it's been happening for a while. It's going to continue to happen, and it dies down when there is a Man United person in charge. It does. Like, as in, a lot of them won't have the same energy. So your likes of Scholes and Nicky Butt and Rooney, all of them really are going to be nicer about Carrick being in control. Whoa.
I had to react because there's a red super chat for a Manchester that is also red. Yeah, my goodness me, Mr. Turbidal 04 says, hold on, go on United, you guys help us, and we still can't take advantage. Big up the panel.
Wait there.
Is that
terminal?
That is the terminal.
Hold on.
It's an Arsenal fan, huh?
Yes, this is
yeah. We were raving.
Yes, we was.
It's the captain.
Can I please have your attention? Okay, I said this is the captain speaking.
This is the captain
and he's
speaking.
Mr. Terminal 4. So we have to pause the stream because he's just dropped a bill. Yeah? He's just dropped a bill and came through with the slogan, hold on. Yeah? My brother, big up to you. That is different.
But we're gonna beat you. But we're gonna beat you on we're gonna beat you. Weekend, we're beating Arsenal.
Can you imagine
we're gonna beat Arsenal,
so dropping a red and then losing at home?
And he wants our attention. While he wants our attention, listen, have more attention. We're gonna see you, bro. Dorgu, them man there, Ahmad. Yo, I have to say this in it, like, because we haven't really got into the game because of like,
wait. Before you get to the game, brother. Thank you for the love. Big up to you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about the game and that, like, love to you, bro, because honestly, you supported the Jamaica stream here with us. You donated your shirt that you won because you was the highest donator. Like, you are showing mad love. We're going to do the banter thing on you in 2 seconds.
Shout out.
Like, we are playing you, bro, so we got to get into it.
I don't care, though. I tell him, he knows what we are. I don't give a crap. You don't care. You see, right now, that was good. Thank you so much. But we're playing Arsenal, yeah? And if you know anything about this game, we're not messing around. Ahmad versus who? Mbuemo versus who? I don't know if Sheshko's going to get back in, but I'm feeling confident about this game. We must, because you don't know this about us. We're just dickheads. We go to grounds and we win games we have no right winning. And this is a game where they haven't lost. Have they lost at home this season?
No.
They will.
Absolutely.
We're gonna win it. We're gonna go there and win. And and Bruno now in the 10.
The 10
I'm not gonna lie, folks. And this isn't me wanting to poo-poo on everything, yeah. But being this giddy is making me a bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
we're not giddy. We're not being giddy.
It's making me.
We're not giddy. This ain't giddy.
It's a lot.
We're just believing, Owen. We're just believing, bro.
There's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with confidence, and there's nothing wrong with chest. I'm just trying to sort of.
Is this giddy though? It's not like us saying that we're gonna get in the top
we got 100 quid in case you went, thank you very much, we're gonna beat you. Like, what are we talking about?
No, but I always think that though. I know, but I've said this about them lot I've said this for a long time. When it comes to the Arsenal anyway, I say we're just idiots. We do this weird thing where we decide we're gonna ruin stuff, and we'll go to Arsenal with no reason. Like, there's no real reason why we should go and play our hearts out, but we will. And then Fulham is when we'll get mad again. But in this next game against Arsenal, we're gonna go there, and you're gonna be like, "How are these lot putting in this performance?"
No, I don't think we will though, because we did that the weekend. So it's not. It wouldn't be. I don't think if we went to Arsenal and played like we did on Saturday, that would be less surprising than how surprising that was on Saturday, because nobody saw that coming. At least now, look, you're talking with confidence. So if we went to Arsenal and played well, you would go, well, like half or quarter expected it because we've seen it. We haven't seen that.
I said it was going to be
Saturday in 2 years. We haven't seen that in 2 years.
13 years.
I said it was going to be City though.
When?
I said it on DR Sports.
So did I. So did everyone said that. A lot of people said that.
Yeah, we sat here on Thursday, Owen and I, and both
predicted. We said it even a while ago. Said it's the perfect storm. We're gonna beat them, but at what cost? Because we knew that we're gonna.
The cost of you not watching
the game. At what cost is that?
The cost of not seeing it. That was the cost.
I think there's so much. I can't believe it. I've got so much shit for not watching the game. You know, I've never seen it.
You don't have any stick. Burnside is small donation for KG's GoFundMe. Must have proper needed that money clout to put yourself up in a panic room during a derby and Carrick's first game. Nah, bro, they're on board.
I can't believe it. I've never seen so many people telling me how to make my money. The backlash has been backlashing. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, sometimes I think to myself, wait a minute though. Like, fuck off. You know, like that's what I almost said that to Henry Winter. But I thought, maybe
that's Henry.
Figgy.
Yeah.
But I was like,
this is opinion, mate.
Bro. You don't care about how I watch games. You don't give a shit about me. Why do I matter now? All of a sudden,
Maybe
you care about my fan experience.
Maybe KG, you should maybe you should do a leecher, invite him around for tea or something like that. Ask how many milk, and sugars he takes, something like that.
They don't give a shit about my fan experience. They don't even think I'm a real fan sometimes. All of a sudden, now they care about how I watch the game. They can do one, bro.
When did you watch it? When did you watch the full 90? When did you watch?
I had to watch it. I'm an MUTV subscriber now. I watched it early in the morning.
Funding the Glazers.
Funding Ineos. Funding the Glazers.
Look at you.
You're on a generational run.
Yeah, exactly. Get ready for more backlash, mate. More backlash.
You tourist.
More backlash, exactly. Look at you. Look at you.
Hold on, let me get these super chats out, actually. Mr. Terminal 4. Mr. Terminal 4 has another super chat. He says, some boy does chat too much, KG. And as Mavado would say, some boy
keep that same energy.
Chat too much.
Keep that same energy is all I'm saying. I'll find you, Terminal.
Jay Bull says, can lie. Can't lie. We pay too much attention to what these ex-players say. They aren't the reason we are bad. Ineos and the Glazers are. Let's focus on them. Nah, but I think people aren't responding. Yeah, it's not the point. People aren't responding to Scholes and Butt to be like, this is the reason we're shit because you said this about Leacher. No, and people aren't also saying that Leacher's the best thing since sliced bread and this, that, and the other. They're just saying you're having a personal attack, and when you're having a personal attack, you're not even saying things that are factually correct. The way you guys were moving is like we've never seen Leacher play against Haaland. Because if you'd have taken a second to think about what you were saying, you would have been like, well, actually, I can't say that he's going to get picked up and run to the goal or run on his back with, because when he played against him last year, Leacher was the winner of the game and Haaland didn't score. They won at the Etihad. When we played and lost 3-0, Leacher was injured this year. When we played in the FA Cup final, Leacher had him up and we won. Like, there's enough there for you to not come to that conclusion. Now, where Scholes is going back to the other football thing of going, I still don't think you could win a Premier League with him. I'm still not having him. Now you're trying to come with a different argument. You're coming with him as a whole individual player. Do you think he's good? Do you think he's bad? What do you like about him? That's not a personal attack. That's saying just football-wise, not for me. I just don't think you can win a Premier League. And then we can all debate that. We can all say if Leacher's got the right partner, could we win a Premier League with him? That's different. But to say, here's what's going to happen in this 90 minutes coming up. You made a prediction. You're on the internet. You made a prediction, and the prediction didn't happen. The opposite happened. So hold. We're not paying too much attention.
He's not internet ready.
They put themselves on a podcast and made a prediction like we do every week. KG just said we're going to beat Arsenal. Guess what happens if we get slapped by Arsenal? They're going to come back to this to go, you said we was going to win. You said you was going to win.
They're going to tell you to get back in the panic room, KG.
Everyone's going to want me back in the box. Everyone's going to want me back in the box. That's it.
Get back in your box, they're going to say. And you're going to have to be held accountable for that. What you said. Like, that you're going to win.
Crap.
What I'm saying is you're going to have to come and say, I thought it was going to win, but we didn't.
The community will find you, bro.
You don't expect people not to come and see what you said.
They're going to do what they do. Bradley's sitting here in glasses right now because he wants to talk to the Amram inners. That's why he's got the glasses on, surely.
Exactly.
Well, it's more than just that. It's more than that. Because
have your say.
Right. So I need to talk about Roy Keane and Nicky Butt and then Paul Scholes, and then we'll get on to the Amram inners, Ruben Amram, and the sensational performance. First of all, Roy Keane, you're a hypocrite. And the reason being you're a hypocrite is because the coaches don't matter. It's all about the players. That's what you've said under Ruben Amorim. All of a sudden, because you've got a personal vendetta against Michael Carrick's wife, the coaching matters. And you wanted to take it out on experienced guys like Jonathan Woodgate and Steve Holland, who are fantastic coaches, but you wanted to give a free pass to pathetic coaches like Ruben Amorim brought in that was not coaching Manchester United one little bit. I've seen more coaching from Michael Carrick's team in 3 days than Ruben Amorim's coaching team did in 15 months. Yeah, so that was a disgrace. Lisandro Martinez shut you two up, Nicky Butt and Paul Scholes, and you've got to hold that because the way he was talking, it was disrespectful. If you want to say that they're not good enough and you want to give a constructive analysis as to why you think that, then that's completely fine. But it was completely out of order what you did there. And then let's get to the game. the game was absolutely sensational. The tactics were completely on point. We had tactical discipline. The shape was fantastic. The way we was building up was amazing. The tiki-taka football, we were bopping them off the park. Honestly, I was in awe. Like, I've been starved of attack-minded football. Like, I'm starving for good football. And I absolutely loved the performance on Saturday afternoon. It was brilliant. And every single player, big up yourself. Michael Carrick, big up. Bring on Arsenal. And those City fans, I'm coming for you lot, because all the shit you were talking all week. Oh, we're gonna be the big blue sharks, and we're gonna turn the theatre of dreams into the theatre of nightmares. You're not the big blue sharks. You're the big blue bitches. We slapped you up big time, and we slapped you all over the park. It was amazing. Honestly, we chose violence. Forget about Assassin's Creed. It was Assassins United. We slaughtered them from second 1 to minute 97. For me, that felt different, because we've beaten City in the past and we've beaten other teams in the past, but that was domination, complete domination. Like, it could have been 5 or 6. It was a top draw performance. And bring on Arsenal. We're coming for you. It's going to be round 2 of Strictly Come Dancing, because we've gone from Jay Lings and Paul Pogba to Gareth Dorgu and Amadinho. We're about to cook you lot 3-1, and we're here for it.
Fucking hell, Brad. Hey, Brad.
CKG, it didn't matter that you were in the box. You've got perfect description of the game right there. You've seen it. You've seen it twice.
Yeah, you're safe. Yeah.
You've seen it again.
Bloody hell! I wasn't expecting that, mate. You went. Yo, all right.
Oh, and the Kobe Mainu thing as well. That was poetic. That was a poetic performance. Ruben Amorim tried to convince people that Kobe Mainu couldn't play in midfield. Absolutely disgraceful. Forget about sacked. He should be kicked out the country for what he did to Kobe Mainu. Honestly, and what he did to our club. It was disgraceful how he ran our football club. And hashtag bring back Ruben Amorim. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. That performance was unbelievable from Kobe Mainu. Casemiro, Maestro Casemiro, Don Casemiro, Big Game Miro, superb. One of Bruno's best games in a United shirt. I'm not the biggest fan of Bruno.
You hate
big
Bruno.
Up to Bruno.
Me and Bradley were going at it before the game. You see the point scoring thing? I didn't tell you like this. Bradley, in it, how mad was this, yeah? Before the game, you know what Bradley's like, and me and Bradley when it comes to Bruno. And you know what my thing's like for Bruno. You know what Bradley's thing's like for Bruno.
Yeah?
Bradley was on, like, we were talking calmly before the game. And then it just turned into this thing, because he was just like, well, yeah, I know, but, if I was choosing my strongest team, he wouldn't be in it. He wouldn't be in it with what we've got. And I've lost it, basically. I'm just like, but what do you mean? But what? How? Everything good we do. And then basically I was being so childish, Bradley, really, weren't I? During the game, every single pass he was doing, because Bruno was flawless. I was going, Brad, you see that? He's just put it straight on Dorcas. 3 minutes in, Harry Maguire misses. Straight from Bruno's. I will better without this guy. I don't want to hear it. And then even when Bruno scored, the first thing I'm banging the side and I'm going, what a pass from Bruno. Did you see it, Bradley?
I held it, though, and I apologize.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't
fair play.
Nicky Butt.
You didn't do a Nicky Butt. You didn't do a Nicky Butt.
I was not a coward. So
yeah, that's true. That was funny.
With everything that Bradley was just saying there about the Ruben stuff and people talking about Ruben the last week and maybe point scoring and saying actually people that had criticisms of Ruben Amorim and his system and what have you, and the difference in coaching in 3 days. James, have you got anything you'd like to say in response to that? Because some people would
nasty work, nasty segues. That's one of the nasty segues I've ever seen.
Some people would accuse,
I think I've said it all. I think I've said. Yeah. I mean, I've spoken.
You're not so scared of anything. Just to double check.
I also wanted Carrick, and I'm a big Carrick fan, so I'm taking a win on That's Carrick true. Looking great. I'm a huge Carrick fan. When the rumors were coming up, I was saying,
we scared of this
bring Carrick in. Well, no. I want Carrick to get the job. I'll be the first one on this panel to say he should get the job permanently. Well, maybe not.
What, now,
I actually agree with Bradley on this. No, not today. But like I've been listening to you guys the last couple of weeks and saying like the last week and being like, oh, we can't do it. We can't say that Carrick should get the job or something like that. Why? Why not? Like, why can't we at the right time say that Carrick could get the job? Carrick's a real good coach. Carrick's experienced. Why can't we weigh him up as a candidate for this position if he has us doing well over the next few months? Why not? Why? What would be the problem with that? I don't think it's a logical progression on that.
I will tell you why not, James.
To say we should consider it.
I'll tell you why not, because Flex and KG have put themselves in the corner where they said they couldn't even joke about it. They can't even joke about it.
I've seen that, and I'm saying why? But why?
Yeah.
Like,
why, guys?
Like,
I agree with
why do you put yourself in that position? Carrick's a very good coach. I wanted Carrick to come back since he left. I didn't want him to leave after Solskjaer. I said, I wish he had stayed.
Yeah, he's doing
Owen's playing. I know exactly what is going on there still.
No, we haven't missed.
Told you about this guy. I told you what he's on.
Owen is so good.
Sound very buttish.
Thing that he does. Now let me say this,
strings, bro.
Let me say this though. We can't, guys. Yes, while we're waxing lyrical about the performance, yeah. We've been good in big games before. We have to remember that. While we're excited, we have been good in big games before. And those guys decided to turn up. They decided we're going to give our all. How many times does Man United, even in the FA Cup final, they said, you know what? We're going to be the best team today. And we stopped them. Leacher, Varane, everyone said, this is our day. We need to put in these performances week in, week out, and this is what we don't do. So we get these moments of excitement because the players decided, I'm going to give a shit about the Man United shirt. But what about the days when everyone had the high sprints, everyone ran, everyone gave everything? Why don't we get that week in, week out with these boys? And it's the same story will continue, because even Ruben said, I don't know why they won't do it. I don't know. Sometimes
maybe it was coaching, KG. Was it coaching? Was it coaching? Did Ruben not know because it was a coaching thing? Maybe.
But KG, I agree with you that it's the players. I've always agreed it's the players. They'll turn up when they want, turn up when they don't. But if it is, then why not Carrick still? Like, why can't we consider Carrick later on in the season? In that sense, why can't we? If he can,
the only reason I'll
provide a more calm head for us to
have a genuine reason
to lead the team, because Amram was not a calm head, and maybe that didn't help in that respect.
Marcel,
James, I believe that we need a world-class manager now. We've only had Bradley was bringing it out to 13 years, and I think we need to do that. We have only had Louis van Gaal and Mourinho that are like proper brand named top level. Creme de la creme, done it before. The demands is to win every single half of football. We've only had 2 of those managers. That's
and they were past it as well.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the genuine reason as to why it's time to bring. We're a third biggest club in the planet. Some would say the biggest. But so we need that kind of, and we need the big name manager now that can really deal with that pressure of it's win every 45 minutes of football that you step onto the football pitch with. That's what it needs to be now. I don't think Carrick can.
Tommy Tuchel is the manager that we need.
No, I don't want Tuchel.
We can't. Look at his history. Hold on a second. Look at his history. Well, he's never. Look at his history. We can't. You talk about like we can't handle these types of things as of yet. Like, this is where we're going to get ahead of ourselves and say, you're with me in the past bit. We've been rebuilding this club. We're building something. We have to keep going with that. Thomas Tuchel is going to blow up in 3 months at this football club.
Not even that.
We can't even handle these people.
Do we need a yes man?
Even what you think.
Do we need a puppet? Do we need a yes man or a puppet?
I don't think we're building anything, James. That every single time we sack a manager, we press restart on the clock.
But we haven't.
The aim
That's
of the
why
game.
We should keep Carrick, because then we're not resetting things. We're continuing.
We technically haven't kept him because he's an interim. So that's why I feel like currently we're in a kind of weird zone of this is just this is a write-off, because there's nothing permanent.
What's a write-off? What's a write-off?
everything that's happening right now, I feel like it's very hard to take extremely serious right now, KG.
Yeah.
Simply because they might go back into that phase like you were mentioning before, KG, where they just start down in tools again, and then they don't listen to the manager because guess what? He's not here tomorrow. We're gonna just get a new one anyway. Like that's the failure on Ineos. They haven't put permanence in. So we're still pressing that reset button until it finally works and we get a proper manager in. That's the official manager.
We've played 97 minutes and we want to give a guy the job.
No.
This is our problem.
Yeah. We want to write off the season.
I'm asking why are you ruling it out from saying it? Like, why won't you?
Because we've done it with Ollie.
They both totally ruled it out.
Ollie and
because we've done it with Ollie. No, we done it with Ollie and it went. We enjoyed the good times. This is what happens. We the same scenario, and you lot are hearing the same things. And I'm surprised that no one's even cutting in onto this. We're saying this stuff about the players are enjoying. No, the players are enjoying training.
I don't care about any of that.
They always enjoy training.
Can I have my say?
The feet. Go ahead.
Right. So for me, if Michael Carrick gets into the top 4, remember Ollie finished 6th and we gave him the job.
Correct.
So that's the difference, right? So at the end of the season, for me, the dream scenario would be get top 4 with Michael Carrick and then hire a best-in-class manager. I don't want another pointless project. Like, if we're going to go down a project route, we may as well just carry on with Michael Carrick if he does a good job. The dream scenario for me, and yes, it would be very difficult to get one of these two managers, but we are one of the biggest football clubs in the world, and we have to have the right mindset. For me, the only two managers I want as a permanent manager, if it's not Michael Carrick, is Hansi Flick or Luis Enrique. People say I'll be dreaming there, but you have to dream. If it's not one of those two, best in class at attack-minded football, then for me, if we get top 4, why not try it with Michael Carrick? Because what's the point of hiring another Ten Hag or Ruben Amorim? And then because you're talking about the Glazers and Ineos, well, it's bad PR if Carrick gets us 3rd or 4th and then we hire another project manager and then it goes downhill. Then it looks bad. Why did you not give Carrick the job? It swings in roundabouts.
But we said this when Carrick was here before, we said he was doing freestyle football. He was one of the main coaches. Him and Kieran McKenna. All of a sudden, we rate them now. When we said when we was calling them freestylers.
Hold on.
I don't rate him. I don't rate him. It's right off, and I don't think Bradley's dreaming. This is reality. We're all breathing oxygen and particles right now, and we all have thinking and brain.
Particles.
So at the end of the day, the reality is we need the best in class, and we have to get the best people on the planet. It's very simple. So yes, I'm with you. That's not a dream. That should be the main goal if they are a serious organization and football club. We need the best person on the planet that can produce attacking football. That's not Carrick for me. That's why I feel like I'm in limbo land right now, KG. That's why I feel like it's a bit write-off-ish, and that's why I'm a bit worried-ish. It's only been one match, like what Fleck is saying.
But if we don't get top 4, we're not getting any of those guys. So it's not really a write-off. We have to get top 4 if we want a best-in-class manager.
And that's why because they should have bought my superstar manager now.
Let me just get these superstars.
I agree. I think we should have done it in the summer, but everything's good in hindsight.
Yeah. Like Mike says, Button Scholes are loving the views and engagement. United Love says, since when has personal attacks or abuse been acceptable and come with the job? Just because you experience something doesn't make it okay for you to perpetuate that to people coming behind you or after you. Shout out to Terminal 4 once again. Absolutely crazy what he dropped there, bro.
Insanity.
You 100%, man. Jay Ball says, no, I read that one already. And then Terminal 4 obviously came through again with a super chat. We read that one. We've read Burnside as well. Lil Yo-Yo says, keep KG in hashtag keep KG in the box. We need the wins to continue.
He's a disgrace.
Terminal 4's there again. He says, if you don't beat this poor playing Arsenal team, you will be getting cooked. And the thing is, he doesn't
look at that
even
top
rate
of the league.
his team. He doesn't rate. He's not even when they were top flying. He's very hard to play. He's one of the ones that are like, nah, Arteta not for me. No, we ain't.
Troops.
He's like, he's on it. Yeah, he's on it. He's not on the positive. Like he's an alternative view man. He's a different man, Terminal 4, when it comes to his team, bro. He's not on that. He don't do the Arsenal propaganda of saying they're the best and the best in the world, and he's not on that. Jaden says,
they want to take him out.
Yeah, I have to say, KG, the Poznan was nasty work. To Big Steve and the Sharks. Sharks are coming.
Steve's face was beautiful.
He was angry.
He was so. I can't tell you, I'll never forget, after the game, me and you were there, and he comes and says, lovely training match. And I held it against him forever. Listen, when seeing him walk in and him, and I dropped the pussy word on Sky. I turned around, I said, you.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
I didn't see that bit. What, they didn't blank it out? Or was that live?
I don't know. All I know is I turned around and said, you pussy.
Well, you can't say that on there. Fucking hell.
Bro, big Sky, bro.
Yeah, you can't say that, bro.
He was in a box. He thought no one could hear this. It's just us in there.
No, that's all I heard.
Bro, you can't say that, bro. You can't say that on Sky.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I would have done the same thing. I can't lie.
Nah.
You can't say that word on
Bro, I've been
Sky.
holding that in for years.
I didn't even know you said that.
I've been holding that in for years, bro.
Wow.
He can't just come up to us and say, yeah, lovely training game. Bro, I couldn't wait for revenge, bro. And they was giving me that whole, way. They're giving me that whole, yeah, you're not even from Manchester. You know, the typical stuff that they're gonna do. As soon as we won, bro, I was a prick.
Yeah, that's what it is in there. But that's pussy on Sky, mad. Never seen it before. Yeah. Lost Poet says they get paid enough money. Scholes was spot on. Lil Yo-Yo says Kevin Glazer, he subbed to MUTV, keep the Glazers in. David G said you'd think they hadn't played footy before. Scholes is 5'7" and played against Vieira, Gerrard, and other giants in central midfield. By his logic, he should have got 8. Yeah. Red Baron says Scholes and Butt talked 100% best central midfielder ever. Scholes and Butt talked like old mates in a pub cracking a joke, but people need to realize their words have power. You can't have it both ways. Item Panda says, I'm dating myself here, but these legends. Right, okay, yeah.
As in what? I don't even know what the as in is. No, someone explained that to me. What's the as in?
Seriously, he's saying how old he is by saying
he's making
I'm talking about something that was a long time ago.
Okay,
I'm dating myself with this reference.
Because obviously I hadn't read on, so I've just started. I'm dating myself.
I've never seen anyone read it like that ever. I'm dating myself here. Oh, it's 2026, but okay.
But these legends talking as if they weren't crap sometimes. It's funny. Scholes, along with number 11, was crap in the early 2000s. In fact, Veron was signed for that very reason. And Ronnie Dodge, big up Ronnie Dodge, says Shirky wanted to destroy us, ended up in a rondo. He was, bro, man's neck was twisted up. He was going up. We were olaying them, bro.
And he gave up. Then he gave up as well.
Yeah. He gave up. Luigi says, can someone please explain the physics on how Bruno managed to whip it to Dorgu from the angle he was at? Also, is Dorgu on his bail arc? I'll explain to you the physics of how Bruno Fernandes did that. Yes, Gareth Dorgu. But I'll explain to you how Bruno Fernandes did that because he's fucking sick. That's why. He's unreal. He's got technique that not very many have. He can do things with the football that not many other attacking midfielders who are favourites and amazing can do. That's how he did it. And that's not the first time he's done a ball like that, by the way. He's done many balls.
Listen, we saw him pre-season with Dorgu, right?
Yeah.
Like we all saw it. His attacking. That was what we were very excited about in pre-season.
What's wrong?
Because he was incredible.
Sorry. 1 second.
Is the man trying to show something? What's going on? Now put it back on, bro.
Oh man,
he thought I was his drug dealer.
Well, stereotypes do exist.
Well, you are sitting in a car in the dark on your phone
with a laptop. Now I've got a whole laptop.
You're making sure you keep money. You know what I mean?
I've got a scales. Like, what kind of drug dealer is making a drug deal like this, bro?
I thought it was scales,
bro.
In this modern day, you got to accept crypto. That's the thing.
Exactly,
you got to have the laptop ready.
Bro, this is the 90s. This is the most obvious, bro.
I thought that was scales, bro.
Well, he probably heard you as well. He probably heard you go. I said pussy on Sky Sports. He must be high. He must be high. It must be drugs. It must be drugs.
Bro. It's 2026, bro. You know what I'm saying? Always, bro. You could be organizing next shipment, bro.
Man said he wanted a 3-5. Nah.
And you said I only deal in 3-4-3. I said what it is. It's 3-4-3.
As if KG's going like KG's chasing after you. What's wrong?
I've been racially profiled and we're not dealing with it, bro.
Nah, mate, listen, there's racially profiling.
On Martin Luther King Day, too, you know.
Exactly.
What a shame. What a
young
shame.
fentanyl, bro. Man with a young fence, bro.
Do you know how mad that is? Live on a stream, KG's talking about football, and someone's thinking he's selling like crack. That's fucking crazy.
That's what happens when you're on location, bro.
Bro, he tried to get in the back seat, bro.
Where are you parked in the alleyway? Are you in the alleyway?
Something like that.
Young fence, bro.
He tried to get in the back seat.
Oh, I'm so happy that's happened to you. That's
UV
so funny.
clips. UV clips.
So
What mistakes KG for a drug dealer?
Man really looked at me like I was.
Yeah, bro. Bro, you're hooded up in it. It's late at night, bro. You're in the car and it ends. What are you doing? Why are you here if you're in Ted Lasso? People in Ted Lasso. Does Jason Sudeikis sit like that in the car in the burbs? No,
Nah.
It's your surroundings, bro. You can't be there. Manja Kuchina says, can we adjust James? Always trying to sneak Poch into conversation. As a Mexico fan, I want that man coaching the US team forever. Hashtag Poch stinks. Poch stinks. Are you trying to do that all the time, James? I
think he's a good coach. He'll be one of the ones considered this summer. I mean, that's just the reality.
Oh God, no.
Spurs. I think he'll go back to Spurs.
He might go back to Spurs.
Yeah. Red Baron says Nagelsmann. I think he'll go Spurs. Yeah. Red Baron says Nagelsmann or Luis Enrique. And JDK says, we never had a problem beating the big teams. Let's speak when we get to Fulham or any team in the bottom 10. That result on the weekend was shameful. And Nathan says, Cunha, Bruno, Cunha, Luke Shaw, Cunha, triangles.
Titanic music. Titanic music. Absolutely phenomenal.
Wicked. Yeah, they got bopped. Max says, great win. I'm happy, but let's slow down. We said 2 games isn't enough to judge with Fletcher. Same applies to Carrick. Judge him after more games, I beg. This is what I'm on. Like, you can't, like, we could get absolute humbling off Arsenal and then go beat Fulham, then draw against Spurs. You just don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
You know, we was close to getting rid of Cobby.
Yeah, of course. Because I'm
so close. I'm so glad.
Yeah. Oasis says, your dad builds a sports car for 20 years. You inherit it, spend 20 years restoring it, then give it to your kid. Your kid absolutely trashes it and couldn't give a shit. How do you feel? That's how Keane, etc. feel. Guys, again, it's not the same. It's not the same.
Michael Carrick trash Keane's sports car?
Exactly.
I think he was in his same team that won a lot of titles too, you know.
Well, Carrick kind of came after him, took his shirt.
Yeah, but I mean, he was at the good
Scholes,
United, you know.
Yeah, exactly. He was at a good United, winning loads of stuff. So you can't like the reason why Roy Keane don't like the thing was because when he was a pundit and United got slapped 2-0 against Olympiacos, he didn't like Michael Carrick's interview. And then basically, because like Michael Carrick was a bit like, he couldn't really say much. He was like, listen, we've got him back at home in the home leg. And I think I saw people saying, I think we slapped them 3-0. Yeah, I think we slapped them 3-something.
Van Persie scored a hat-trick.
There you go. So we went through the next round. So what Carrick was said to be believed true. But because I think Michael Carrick's wife at the time on Twitter, it was early days, said like basically Keane's an idiot for saying that. So he's just always hated his wife since all the way over then. One thing about Roy Keane, bro, you don't forget shit. You don't forget nothing. Like if you know the guy, you know what he's on. He's petty. To be fair to him, shocking people, shocking, all of them, every single last one of them. Get rid of him.
I can't even say I'm not like that.
Get rid of him. Get rid of him.
He
has to go anyway. He has to go anyway.
That's my exit.
Oh, it doesn't work. He has to go. He's doing Raw. No, he's timed it perfectly. You prick. No.
Oh yeah, Raw's earlier.
He's gone on his own terms. I didn't want him to. Shit, that backfired.
No, mutual
bastard.
Consent. I said mutual. No, Amarim, mutual consent. It's by mutual consent, bro.
Yeah, that's true. No, not Amarim. What's his name? My guy.
Enzo Maresca.
No, Enzo Maresca was mutual consent. Ruben was sacked, bro.
Yeah,
He's getting his payout. He's getting his funds. Chalaboy says it's about fit. Best in class doesn't mean it will work. Should be best in fit. If Carrick does really well, it will be silly not to consider him. And Super Arch says, are we getting too giddy before seeing more proof before discussing top 4 Europa? Yes, I agree. Love the energy, but we have to see more so versus small teams. And I'm believing, by the way, I believe we can get top 4, but I'm not saying because we beat City, we're going to get top 4. We're going to do all this stuff, but we will give Arsenal a game. We don't have to go there and lose. That's for sure. Definitely not. We don't. I believe that. Nathan says, yeah, KG, not allowed on Sky again. Nesta says, all this positivity feels like I should be celebrating in a new jersey. Yes, exactly. You should.
For fuck's sake, Flex.
It's on its way. What are you talking about? It's on its way. It's customs. Okay. It's on its way. It's on its way. It's on its way. It's on its way. Big up, Nesta. It's the same guy. David says, I've never seen us so compact. No gaps whatsoever. And K-Flow says, even that pass to Mbwems for the goal. I saw Asta fans say if it was Odegaard, he doesn't give that pass and it ends up a ricochet to a corner. They hate their captain sometimes. Oh, he's him.
They hate him. No, they hate him. They hate him.
They do. Expected hair flicks. RK says, we haven't won at the Emirates since 2017 and have only 1 draw. Derby win is amazing.
It's time.
Can we put it in? Can we put in that performance on Sunday? Arsenal can be crap all game. All they need is 1 set piece. 100%. You see it all the time. And Sayo says, I don't care what anyone says. Bruno and De Gea are legends. They chose us despite better options. Bruno could win anywhere, yet fights for Europe. Derek says, Cunha and Bumo, Cunha, Bruno, Luke Shaw, Cunha. That Arabic commentary when Shirky was in the Bermuda Triangle was beautiful. Luigi said, I've missed our bald African prince so much, and it was such a joy watching Shirky get humbled twice within a year. Oh, yeah, because we've done it when he was at Lyon as well.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Yo-Yo says, is this KG's audition for Top Boy? Yeah, exactly, bro.
Ban him.
Nah, bro, it's freedom of speech, bro. This is what he thinks, bro. He's asking a question, freedom of speech. Luigi says, what's
Young Fence is crazy. Young
Fence, bro. What's happening to Palace? It's like your wife leaving you, and then she gets full custody of your kids, and then she comes back later to take the dog. That's what's going on with Glasner. Oasis Outdoors says the point is the standards dropping. It's not about Carrick versus Keane. I'm talking club as a whole, and the justified criticism by ex-players. Sometimes it's criticism, man. But this isn't. That wasn't it. It. It wasn't. And Nesta says being delivered by horseback. It's on its way. No, by camel, bro. By camel. It's got to get across the Atlantic. But it is on its way. It is on its way. Oh, is there one more? Hold on 1 second. Nah, good. All right, cool. I said to someone to pause while I did that. I couldn't remember who it was. Who was talking?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah. Yeah, we said yeah.
We need to talk about like Benjamin.
He asked 2 in the frame of that.
Oh no, sorry, my bad. Go on, James. Okay.
No.
Yeah. Sesko.
Ask your question, KG.
Yeah. I'm listening to your question, KG.
Go on, James.
No,
he wasn't tossing. He was laughing at the fact you didn't hear about the thing.
You. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know? I think something's happening where I can only hear
the
you.
delay.
I can't hear anyone else.
Oh, you can't hear them?
No, as in StreamYard's done this thing where I can only hear you. I can't hear if Marcel say something.
Hello, KG. How you been?
Wow.
And I was asking that. I wanted to hear your question, bro.
Just tell him to ask his question. We'll answer.
Does this thing where
all right, I'll talk through them to you.
But wait, can I just
basically
ask
your question and they will answer it.
My question is this: it's simply like, do we have to worry? Like, you know, when he said who's gonna like gain from Carrick being at the club, can we now say the likes of Kobe, they're gonna be in a good situation and Buemo's gonna be fine, but the likes of, I don't know, Shesko, Xerxes, Cunha maybe off the bench, like, is it gonna be Dorgu on the left? Like, what are we gonna do?
I think it's going to take time. I think this is where it is definitely too early. Because look, like all things considered, we only had 30% possession against City. Not that it felt like that. Not that it makes it not a good game. We're not going to have the same type of game against a lot of other teams. When we play Fulham at home in 2 weeks, it can't be the same game. It's got to be different. And so we're going to need different players. When we play Arsenal, we probably need Šeško's height. I almost suspect Arteta's going to let us have the ball and sit behind it a bit because he'll do that from time to time. You know, we might need the height of someone like Šeško in there for set pieces, for other things like that. That's where it's definitely way too early to figure out like who's going to benefit and who's not. It's one game, you know, and it's a great game. But I think Carrick will be successful if he can figure out how to use the whole squad, because we can't go from, all right, well, now Cobby's in, but now Šeško's never playing again and he's on the bench. You know, we don't want those types of things, you know, to happen. We want somebody to use the whole squad and not have these issues like one player's out in the cold and this player's out in the cold. And then we're always saying, well, that guy, you know, like the Ahmad under 10 out. We can't have that with Carrick. We need everybody to have a part to play in this team for him to be successful.
I think Carrick will do that. I think actually looking at Carrick with how he's come in and made those types of decisions instantly for that skill set against that specific opposition, it could be too early, but what I took from it was that he's willing to make the right changes and right sacrifices, right options for said game. So I wouldn't be surprised in a different, maybe for Arsenal, we might go like for like, because actually it's a similar type of thing. You need pace, you need power, you need physicality, you need to be sharp on the transitions, you need runners. So maybe you go with the same thing. You're playing against Gabriel and Saliba. Do you want Šeško getting gobbled up, or do you want Mbeumo running in behind giving problems? You probably want the same thing. But when we play Fulham at home, you could easily see Mbeumo go to the right and Šeško go up front and Ahmad go on the left and Dorgu go left back and Luke Shaw can sit. Like you don't know. We don't know. So I don't think that he would be able
what
to.
I loved was
I disagree. Go on, Bradley.
Go on, Bradley, and then you go, Martin.
When we was winning 1-0, we brought on Cunha. That's what I loved, because do you remember when we played West Ham and it was similar? We were 1-0 up and we was in complete control, and he brought on 4 defensive-minded players and we lost all control and we tried to sit back and hold on to the lead. And I've always said the best form of defense is to attack, and sometimes you're going to be defensively better doing that, because when you concede possession and when you're trying to sit back, you're actually inviting more pressure onto the defense anyway. So I think it was fantastic that Michael Carrick did that. And then to add insult to injury, he used the 5-3-2 when it was needed to see out the result for the last 2 minutes.
Then we got the third goal from that.
Yeah.
What was you going to say, Marcel? You disagree? You think Šeško's not going to make it now?
You think he's going to stick with like the same 11?
Well, and it's only 16 games.
Yeah, exactly. Because of the amount of games that are left, and he's going to stick with a solid team. He needs results. You know, it's very tight. We're 4th, 5th. We're jumping in between those positions. 6 is just behind, round the corner. You need consistency, and I think Brian up front looks like it's not. Cunha up front never looked right under Ruben, and he just doesn't feel right.
He doesn't run that way, Cunha.
He feels like, well, now Bruno's back. It's a whole different world now. So he's the heir to the throne, to the 10 now. You know, you could maybe see Cobby there, but we've seen Cobby under Ten Hag play that 6 and that 8 role, so he will stay there. That's perfect, and he will grow and develop his game. But Cunha's not really a left winger like that. Like he's a 10 really. But Bruno's the king of the 10. So it's Bruno there, and Brian looks like he's played up front before with Ivan Toney and that.
It won't work every game.
Yeah. I think well that's what I'm coming on to, and I disagree with that. Disagree with you there, Bradley, because it looks like Carrick's playing counter-attack, Ole, Man United DNA. He's leaning on everyone behind the ball, vertical football. That's what it looked. That is one football match. It's 97 minutes, and I haven't seen him adapt. And we'll see when we come again. Because for me, it's when we play that style of football, it's about now we're against the weaker team that are going to give us the ball the whole game. Can you play possession football from the halfway line? Can you play attacking football from the halfway line? And that's when you're going to need maybe to change things or show me your coaching abilities of how you've coached these players to break down banks of 4. But I still think for majority of these 15 games, it will be that starting 11, maybe a tweak in the, Dorgu, or there will be little tweaks here and there, but there will be certain players that will lose a lot of minutes. And you'd want to think that Ahmad now, the way that he's maturing as a footballer and as a man, he's going to be a right winger out and out, or a 10 out and out. That means Brian gets less football, or Šeško gets less football, or Xerxes gets less football. So someone's going to get less football. I'm very certain about that. Bruno's in the 10. Somebody's going to get less football. I'm very certain about that. And it looks like it'll be Šeško, because I think Brian's got goals in him and runs and creating space and elements of physical. where Sesko doesn't look very physical. Xerxes doesn't look very physical. So, and even though they're tall, it's just they haven't shown it. I've seen them get bullied by centre back. So it's interesting how he does things, but 15 games, I can see him with, 10 of those being the exact same lineup.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I think in some games it will suit Brian up front when we're playing in transition, but I think in games where you're coming up against a low block, I think Mbeumo's skill set won't work in that up front. I think it would work on the wing because he could put a ball into the box. I think it would suit Sesko or Xerxes more because they have shown that they can score headers, especially Sesko, because I think we forget when Sesko had that brilliant header against Burnley that was a brilliant save, and the 2 finishes against Burnley. Obviously, of course, it's Burnley, but that's the kind of opposition that are going to sit in a low block. So I think there's different ways we can line up, and I actually like the shape of the squad in the attack, that we've got different profiles that we can go with.
Yeah, all of a sudden it just looks like we got a lot more options, but I don't know. I think it's too early after one game, and specifically against a team like City and what that requires to get a result like that. Clearly, you could see the type of skill set that was required with the way he wanted to play the game. I personally can't see him playing every game like that. But if you can get a tune out of what we saw the other day with that starting team, there's a lot of athleticism in that team. There's a lot of quality in that team, and there's strength off the bench, to be fair. So if Sesko doesn't play as much games as he maybe thought he would, I just want us to win. That's it. Like, I just really want us to win football matches, like we all do. But I'm more fixated on that. We still move on. We still on to move Bruno along this summer, or no? Look, he played amazing. I just think he will decide to leave. I don't ever want him to leave.
Isn't it? Yeah.
And I just think it's up to him. And I just think that
he doesn't want to leave.
Direction. Huh?
He doesn't want to leave.
I don't know.
I think he does. I think he does. I really do.
He's staying till 34. If he had the option, he stays till 34.
I hope you're right, Marcel.
He's got a release clause. When Bayern or Barcelona trigger it for 55 million, I think the question's going to answer itself, to be honest.
Exactly. Glenn says, if we get Champions League, could a bit of stability with Carrick actually be sensible because of a disrupted World Cup pre-season and possibly delayed transfers? What? People saying Carrick interim for the season? Carrick head coach, give him a 1-year deal, or Carrick bloody interim. Is that what you're suggesting there, Glenn? That just getting him in because of the World Cup's been tough. And that is the super chats done. Big up to each and every single one of you, man. Big show. Bradley didn't take his glasses off the whole show. He means business. That's what he's on.
Marcel, it might be delusional because I've been starved of great football.
That's exactly what it is.
Because I've not seen it for 13 years, but
exactly,
we can dream.
Exactly. Marcel, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a hot minute, so good to hear your thoughts. Always a pleasure as well, James. Big up to each episode. Big up to Owen, and big up to KG as well. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another morning view. Probably some more fallout to the Nicky Butt Scholes thing, and probably some other stuff. Well, not probably, a lot of other news as well coming your way. So we'll see you then. Take care. Peace.